Hey everyone, and welcome back. In this episode, we're getting into the Larceny Barrel Proof B525 Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. I'm Tuck, and this is Bourbon Broke. So this Larceny Barrel Proof B525 is Heaven Hill's signature mash bill, which consists of 68% corn, 20% wheat, and 12% malted barley. Now this bottle right here comes in at 117.4 proof. The age statement is 6 to 8 years. As far as the SRP, they're keeping it at $64.99, which is awesome. And as far as a secondary, I don't think we're going to see a secondary on this one out there, not unless it just explodes for whatever reason. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this one and see how it is. So like with most of my episodes, I have not tried this yet. Actually, I've had this bottle for, 3 weeks, 4 weeks or something. Just opened it up earlier today, poured some out in the Glencairn and let it open up a little bit, and let's see how it is. Let's see how this nose is. You know, that's a lot lighter on the nose than I was expecting for 117.4 proof. Now this 117.4 is a little bit less than what the Larceny Barrel Proof normally would be, but I would never guess that this is 117.4. As far as the nose, I would guess more around 100 or something. Wow. But I'm getting some breadiness, obviously, from that wheat in there, something I wasn't really expecting that much of. There's a little bit of a darker fruit, like a darker cherry. There's a good classic, caramel, brown sugar in there. Just a touch of oak. Wow. This nose is really, really nice. I like this a lot. Can't wait to get it on the palate. Love getting it on the palate. Get on my palate. Easy there, Tuck. Easy.
You're getting weird again, Tuck.
Boy, I get some apple right away in there. And I'll say one thing, for no rye in the mash bill, this has a nice little spice right off the bat on there, and I'm liking that a lot. But man, yeah, I'm getting that apple right away, like a caramel, that like a caramelized brown sugar, an allspice in there, a baking spice. I'm getting a slight hint of a leather tobacco in there, which I was not expecting either. I'm not really getting that darker fruit on the palate now. Huh. But yeah, there's a lot of apple and caramel in there. And we're coming up, close to mid-September, getting into fall. I'll take a caramel covered apple any day of the week, especially in my whiskey. I don't need to go to the candy store. I'll tell you, this does not drink like a 117.4 at all. The nose, I was saying maybe like 100. This is drinking like in that maybe 105 to 110 range. I would not ever guess if I was doing a blind that this would be closing in on 120. This is really nice. I'm liking this a lot. And I generally, between the Larceny Barrel Proofs and the Elijah Craig Barrel Proofs, I generally tend to lean a little bit more towards the Larceny's, although this year's Elijah Craig B525 was really, really good. Best one they've had out in some time. But this one's really good too. Man, almost getting a little bit of a buttery pastry note in there also. But I'll tell you what, on on this one, these B525s, Heaven Hill knocked it out of the park with these. This is really, really good. Wow. Has a nice long finish on there. Brown sugar is coming through a little bit more on the finish. I'm picking up some like black pepper and oak on that finish also. And that finish is lasting quite a while. Yeah. This is a good one. I'm not even near my cheers and I'm out. I'm going to have to get a little bit more if you don't mind. I love that sound. Glug, glug. As far as a rating on this, it's a really nice nose. I like that palate. Nice long finish. Turns into that black pepper oak with that brown sugar coming through. I'm going to go, and you know, I really like it that they're keeping it at $64.99 also. And that's a great price on this bottle. You know, with the price of bottles, you know, creeping up and up and up, I'm really happy to see them keep it at this price point. But as far as the rating, man, I like this. I'm gonna go an 8.6 on this one. I think it's a really good bottle. I think that's a fair rating on that. I'm liking this. Man, especially for the first pour of the day at 117.4, this just goes down very, very smooth. It has a little bit of that spice right off the bat on the palate. Nothing overwhelming or anything, but I like a good bite. My whiskey. Yeah, I'm really liking that like buttery pastry thing in there after it sits there on the palate for a little bit as well. Yeah, green apple, caramel, buttery pastry. Hell yeah. You know, you should be able to find these out there. They should be plentiful. Might have to look a little bit, but you should be able to find one out there at that $64.99. And if you do see it out there, I would grab this one. Well, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did drinking it. If so, please hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell. It doesn't cost you a dime, and I really, really do appreciate it, and it really helps me out. If you'd like to check out some Bourbon Broke stuff, just go to bourbonbroke.com and check out everything on there. That's it for this episode, and remember, keep your friends close and your bourbon closer. Cheers, everyone.